What do you think I should do? We use modal verbs to give advice to someone in English. There are 6 modal verbs which are generally used for just this purpose. They are would, could, can, might, should, and must. We generally use would when we want to express how we ourselves would react to the situation. For example, what do you think I should do? Well, I would wait until there's some more information. Where would you have the conference? I would have it in India, as the market's strong. We use could and can to give indirect advice for a situation. For example, what do you think I should do? You could try to renegotiate. When should we meet? We can meet tomorrow afternoon. How do you think we should notify them? We can write them an email. We can use might to express either what we would do personally in a situation or to give indirect advice. For example, what would you do? I might opt to reconsider his quotation. When would be the best time? I might wait until the 3rd quarter. Should is a much stronger way to give advice. By using it, you're saying that this would be the best road to take. For example, we can't reach him. You should try calling his secretary's phone. They can't finalise the deal. They should find a new mediator. What are we going to do? You should weigh up all your different options. Who do you think should lead the project? Mr. Smith might be a good fit. Should I halt negotiations? It might be wise. Must is the strongest way to give advice. By using it, you are saying that there are no other alternative solutions. Oftentimes, must is replaced with have to, which seems a bit less aggressive and direct. They are formed as follows. Must is the strongest way to give advice. By using it, you are saying that there are no alternative solutions. Oftentimes, must is replaced with have to, which seems a bit less aggressive and direct. For example, how can we proceed? You must notify the client. Or, you have to notify the client. When should we begin? You have to get started as soon as possible. Who is going to fix this situation? She has to find a way out of this mess. Although it is sometimes seen as counterproductive, we can also put these modals into the past tense to talk about other actions that could have been taken or decisions that could have been made. It is viewed as counterproductive and sometimes a bit rude because these actions can no longer be undone. But the past modals are useful for evaluating a situation to determine what may have been done differently. They are formed as follows. Modal plus the present perfect tense. For example, we could have avoided this problem by checking the company's credit history. We should have prevented this. They might have called us to notify us of their late arrival. Would, used with have been, can also be used to evaluate how a situation could have been handled differently. For example, it would have been wise not to rush into the deal. She would have been better off consulting an expert. they would have been more successful. But in general, would and must are not used this way. Would, as is the case in the present tense, is used to express how we would have reacted in the situation. For example, I would have waited another 2 weeks. The CEO would have ended the meeting. Must and have to are used to suggest what we think the reality of the situation was. She must have known that this would be the outcome. They must have heard something about this merger. He had to have seen this coming. To negate modals, we simply add the word not between the modal and the main verb. For example, I would not do that if I were you. They should not have given the company such a large credit line. We could not have predicted this result. They might not be interested in attending the meeting. They must not have seen the report. Now go out and practice giving advice, but don't forget that there is a fine line between good advice and bad advice.